Hello, Peter C. Hayward here doing a Solforge draft video. I was challenged on the subreddit by Justice, who runs the subreddit, to 3-0 in a draft without using Alloyin. While I obviously can't guarantee a 3-0, I am going to give it my best shot. Here's my first pick. When you cut out Alloyin, the options are Restless Wanderers, Rider of the Grimgaunt, Seismic Adept, Spirit Flame, so I'm going to go with the Seismic Adept. Oh, you bastard. Well, that's a thing, alright. So, with No-Alloyin, I will be choosing a Volcanic Giant there. And to get a second faction, I really don't want to go Necrium, so I'm going to just take that Strength in Numbers, which is a nice card. I've always liked me a Strength in Numbers. Of those, I'll go Glacial Colossus, but probably not end up using it much. And of those, a Ghost Scale Cobra. Can it be done? Wind Primordial is the clear pick there. I just really want a fast deck, basically. I don't have enough motion or desire to go motion to go with the Windborn, so I'm just going to take a Swamp Moss. Stone Fist is almost always the pick there. Take a Deepwood. So this is not shaping up to be a particularly fast deck. Grove Matriarch there. Ooh, I could go a Life Shaper. Yeah, I'm pretty heavily into Uterra. Take a Shaper. Take a Magma Hound or Gemhide. Oh, I'll take a Gemhide because I don't think I'll see another one. No-Alloyin Uterra, but a Magma Hound would not be a bad pick either. I've got a little bit of growth going, so I'm going to take a Cavern Hydra. And I'll take the solid body, that is a Fangwood Ravager. Nargath Bruises the pick there. Possibly your Anti-Bolt, but I'd rather have a Nargath 9 out of 10 times. There's my Magma Hound I couldn't take earlier. Second Life Shaper. Okay, so I really want to lean heavily Uterra now. Sorry, Flamey. Fangwood. 2 packs to go. Of those, I'm going to take a Venom Fang, who is like a slightly delayed Magma Hound. You can take a second Cavern Hydra. I am passing up Stone Fist, but I really want to lean as heavily Uterra as I can now. No, I'm going to take a Stone Fist. Just have to try to play them, play level 1. Deep Branch is a nice underdrop, which goes well with the Shapers, so I'll take 2 of those. And finally, I don't want a third Deep Branch, do I? So the Deep Branch, Wind Primordial, or Zephyr Mage. I'm going to take a Zephyr. I like him. If I can get a bit of growth on him, that's good. Swamp Moss is a really lovely underdrop. Oxidon Spitter gives me an out in the case of armor. I'll take a third Deep Branch. And what's your thing? No, that's not going to happen. I will take a Glacial Colossus. Let's go! Can I 3-0? As soon as I lose, I'm going to stop the video because the aim is to 3-0, not just to play a whole draft. So this is a very specific challenge that I'm going for here, which meant that I had to pass up on a free Battletech. Join the game. So, my strategy here is to Life Shaper it up, I guess. Got some nice Stone Fists happening as well, which I will play quite early on. Seismic works quite well at all levels, whereas Stone Fist you really want to force leveling. Wind Primordial, probably Fangwood's my pick here, unless it's purely going to die, in which case I'd rather level a Deepwood. Oh look, he's got a Life Shaper deck as well, and a Dark Shaper, so he's kind of split himself over 2 factions there, which is an interesting technique. Let's see, Wind Primordial will trade directly with the Dark Shaper, or I can just trade with a Fangwood. So let's do that. Fangwood's such an average card. It was just like a little bit better at any level. Oh no, trial version will close. How do I undo that? Stop. No, don't trial version close. Why is the trial version closing? No. So I'm using a trial version, as you may have seen there, of X Mirage, because my previous ones have not been working. So let's see if see how annoying that gets. Oh, what was that? Grove Huntress buffing the Shaper? Yes. That's okay. I can 2-for-1 with a Magma Hound. Oh wow, this is actually a really nice hand. So yes, throughout the course of this video, it will most likely be sporadically closing. I'm sorry about that. Magma Hound 2-for-1's nicely there. And that's Stone Fist here. Going pretty well so far. He's got a lot of... No, it's just the same Shaper familiar. So... Oh, is that my first Shaper? Yes, that is my first Shaper. So, I have a Life Shaper leveled. A lot of Tempest cards leveled, which is good for actually proc... Oh, what? Interesting. I'm going to just chump block that, I think. Because... it's going to cause him to discard cards. Let's go... No matter what I play, it dies to it. Who would I rather have alive? A Life Shaper or a Gem Hide? Probably a Gem Hide. So as long as I can block that without killing it, he's severely disadvantaged, basically, is the way to play against one of them. So... I can even ignore it this turn, I suppose. Just try to pound through as much damage as I can while he's weak. Unless, obviously, he plays a Feral Instinct, in which case I want to kill it off. Or any kind of buff card, really. Rise of the Grimgaunt. Right of the Grimgaunt, sorry. I think that's Rise. So, I should be pretty set against... Oh, that's annoying. I'm just going to take it out with a... Could keep on ignoring it. I could Everhound's chump blocking it, taking 12 damage but fucking up his next draw. I think that's worth it. And then at worst I block it with a Wind Primordial. Yeah. Because again it just means he can't draw anything decent, and we're into play level 2 now. And I can block it with a, what will it be, it's 7. I can block it with a Swamp Moss. Yeah, Shard Plate's an interesting one. If he plays another Shard Plate, I'm probably in a bit of trouble. Oh, he's grown it. That's okay. Oh shit, no, that's not okay. That's it's going to be too big for me to kill now. Shit. Oh well, I'm just going to double chump block. That's Nargath. Oh shit, no, if I keep chump blocking it'll just keep on growing, won't it? I may have misplayed this. Yeah, I'm going to have to kill it. I don't want to take 1 billion damage. That's okay. Who do I want to level here? Probably Volcanic Giant in the corner. And Nargath giving him some more health. So this is 3 of his draws I've screwed up by not killing it, and no matter what I'll be able to kill it with a Swamp Moss next turn. Cool, so I did take some damage throughout all this. Why did I take damage? I took a lot of damage last time. Alright, from the Swamp Moss. Because he enraged it, that's okay. Because now it is dead. Cool. So let's block the shit out of this Spring Dryad. I think Venom Fang poisoning it. And I'll just Fangwood an Empty Lane. That's a nice hand. Very happy to level up a Stone Fist going into player level 3, sorry. And that Life Shaper would be nice, but I'd be better off leveling my 2 level 2s. Oh no, the trial version's going to close. This is going to get really annoying. This is the last time I'll mention that. But yes, my next video I make, I will buy X Mirage, because so far it's mirroring perfectly, which is all I want a product to do. I've gone through, what's it called? Air Server, doesn't mirror when you're drafting. I've gone through, tried another one, also doesn't work, whereas this one seems to be thus far working quite effectively. The play here is a Stone Fist in front of the Dark Shaper, even with 2 procs. Yeah, Stone Fist in front of the Dark Shaper, and I think Magma Hound in front of the Life Shaper. Caught up now. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon about X Mirage. Play here is probably Nagath triggering whoever is still alive. And maybe a Seismic Adept. Or a Grove Matriarch, perhaps. Ooh, that's nasty. Look, if Etherhounds will take out the 2 Dark Shapers, I am so happy to Etherhounds. The 2 Shapers, I mean, not the 2 Dark Shapers. Yeah, I think probably Etherhounds just to clean up the Life Shaper and the Grove Huntress. Because everyone else still trades. Why would you do that? That doesn't actually give you any kind of advantage in this at all. Cool. Etherhounds to clean, and Nagath to keep my Stone Fist alive, I think. Even a level 1 Etherhounds would have cleaned all that up. That leaves me with some presence on the board, a crappy card leveled in Etherhounds, but I've got enough Fangwoods to make up for it. So probably Magma Hound wiping someone out, probably cleaning up after whoever the Stone Fist attacks against, and then Fangwood and Empty Lane is my guess. Ooh. Okay, I'm thinking Fangwood against the Life Shaper, and then Magma Hound just to guarantee... Oh, Jesus Christ! Who do I care more about? Like if I do Fangwood here... it still doesn't kill it. Oh. Fangwood here, Magma Hound here. Man, he has had good Shaper draws. Having said that, he's not getting maximum use out of them because it's 2 Shapers. Oh, maybe he is. Maybe he's doing everything he wants to do. This turn will probably just be clean up. That Volcanic Giant and that Deep Branch should be enough to clean up whatever's left. Is he going to spell? Ferocious Roar level 2 would do really well for him now, but he doesn't have one, so unlikely to play that. Yeah, cool. As predicted, just clean up now. It does mean I'm ignoring that 11-5, but that doesn't bother me. And I'm going to go Volcanic Giant, Deepwood, because they are the 2 that I want to level the most. And anything kills that Life Shaper. Does mean I'm taking 11 damage, but it's okay. I can eat it with a Stone Fist. I'll probably double Stone Fist unless I get a really good use out of that Venom Fang. But I suspect double Stone Fist is the play here. And I think I've seen a lot of his high level cards, so yeah, there we go. He's throwing not quite as good cards out. Venom Fang... No. Double Stone Fist. Leave some bodies on the board. There's my Fangwood. I very rarely level a Fangwood to 3, so it's nice to actually see it at maximum level. And then, currently I'm thinking Grove Matriarch in front of one of the other hounds, or possibly Cavern Hydra in front of one of the other hounds. Let's see what else you got. Danny Sommet, Demi Sommel, Dan is someone. It's not Danny Sommel, it's Dan is someone. Fangwood in the corner, and then might as well get my Swamp Moss on. Swamp Moss. Not likely to see. Oh, probably will see next play level. Okay, let's get Grove Matriarch. I'm playing the slow game, but I've got some very nice creatures out. And if he draws an all one hand, oh that's right, I've got my other hounds. If he draws an all one hand, I'm in a pretty good position. If he draws more frickin' Shapers, I'm in a bit of trouble. He can do, because we have leveled up. So this deck has a lot of really nice underdrops that I've got to make sure I don't level, like the deep branches, the... Oh no, my Grove Matriarch has been poisoned. She was the centerpiece of my whole deck. Oh, I wish I could save that Fangwood, but I cannot. Look, I might as well Everhound's Deep Branch, I guess. Just chuck some threats out on the board. Let's turn Airplay back on. It's the full board of things. I would really like it if this deck had a Roar or something, but it don't. Magma Hound, and probably Venom Fang, possibly Deepwood. No, my Grove Matriarch, no! It's 9 AM here. I got up early and I thought I'd start my game with a bit of... Start my day with a game of Solforge. That's reasonable. That's... Yep, cool. These are things I don't care about. So Magma Hound causes that to be a trade instead of just a death. And I think Deepwood just to... Oh, whoops. Do not cancel. I won't actually use the ability. Deepwood just to continue to have threats happening on the board. Put him at the side in case I get anything with mobility, so I can chuck that in the center. Oh, there's my big boys. Volcanic Giant Stone Fist is almost certainly the play here, just to start finally pounding some damage through, unless I have to have something die, in which case I'll level up a Fangwood. Or I can do an amazing save of, say, the Deepwood, in which case Nargath, who's +6 at this level, I think. +8! Jesus. I'm also going to change my skin to be more thematic. Let's go Tempest. There we go. I'm really digging these skins. I'm really getting into having all the different skins. So +8 means that I probably will save the Deepwood. +8 is huge. And do I want to save the Deepwood? I guess. Yeah. If I don't save the Deepwood, then I can lay down 2 creatures without having to replace anything. So I'm going to let that Deepwood die. I never liked him anyway, and just have massive frickin' threats on the board. Probably going to Fangwood again. And then I'd like to level up my Gemhide just to start dealing with these Shapers that he has. Because this game is going long. Yep, so Gemhide against that Shaper takes him out, even if he manages to... yeah. And Fangwood against whatever else he plays. Oh no, probably Fangwood and Empty Lane, because he's going to start blocking my threats with a level 1 Gloom Reaper Witch. Oh, it does get a free seedling kill, so there we go. There was method to that madness. Cool. Let's take him out before he can proc again. And that's Fangwood. I am fairly confident in this one based on the state of the board. Because he has to block... He only has to block 1 to survive, but 2 to survive right through. And they're just massive bodies. That seems to be the trick to this deck. Level up the massive bodies, and then just have massive bodies on the board. Cool. And a Grove Matriarch in front of that Fangwood. Oh, actually, no, I'll probably be close enough to winning that I want to just ignore him and start laying out threats. Which I don't have many of, but... who are you going to nerf? Cool. So that's 28 damage, which means I just need to get any more damage through and I win. So I'm going to Deep Branch because it's as good as a Grove Matriarch with the potential for breakthrough. Having said that, I don't think there's anything he can really do here. He currently has to block everyone. He has to stop all of these attacks and block the Deep Branch Prowler with 6 or more health. It is very unlikely that he wins at this point. Also, if he does survive, my Magma Hound gets a free Dark Shaper kill, which is always nice. Dan is someone, or Denise Samel, yeah, made the mistake of double shapering, like 2 different factions. If you're going to shaper, you'll kind of want to be consistent, I think. There we go, that's 1-0. Can I hit the big 3-0? I'm actually going to pause this, buy this amazing product, which I'm really enjoying. X-Mirage it's called. So that doesn't keep happening. I'll be back instantaneously. And we are back. X-Mirage is registered, and I really recommend it. It's just excellent. That's right. If you make a good product that is useful to me, I will pimp it on my channel. Yeah, on the off chance that you also want to mirror your iPad to your Mac and you've had the trouble of it screwing up when you're trying to draft, X-Mirage fixes that, and it's only 16 bucks. Go for it. Cool. So I'm playing against Twidgeek. Twidgeeg. Twidgeeg. I don't know. Let's see. What'll take that out? Venom Fang, and Venom Fang's a really nice level. I do sort of want to level my my Tempest cards now in case I get my double shaper happening. So I'm just going to Nargath in front of him and Zephyr Mage. And the advantage of this is that I can move the Nargath over. So assuming that he doesn't die this turn, I can activate the Zephyr Mage on the Nargath, move him over, do 5 damage, throw something else in front of the Dark Shaper, such as that Fangwood, and have 2 creatures alive on the board, a 5-1 with mobility and a 5-1 without mobility. So unless he manages to kill the Nargath this turn, which if he's seen what I'm doing, he will. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, that's really annoying. So I know I'm facing Necrium so far, and oh no. Okay, you want that guy to be really dead. So I'm going to go through that plan as stated. And I think I'm just going to level a Wind Primordial up against the zombie infantry, because I don't want 7 damage to go through. Life Shaper is nice. It eats the Grove Huntress, and I really want to level it. And due to the lack of Alloyin, I think I'm just going to keep going the Fangwood route. I've never played Fangwoods as much as I am in this game, I'm telling you. Unless he kills my Wind Primordial, in which case I'll use Everhounds to clean up the zombie infantry and the Grove Huntress. I mean, if he kills my Wind Primordial before we get a chance to attack. In which case, Etherhounds to clean and Life Shaper to level. But I would be surprised if he did that. I would do this face. That's what I look like when I'm surprised. What do you got? Twidgak. Twidgak. Cool. Let's stick with the plan, man. Life Shaper Fangwood. Leaving I'm going to Fangwood in front of the Grove Huntress. I'm going to Life Shaper over here in case of a growth spell like a Roar. There's my Stone Fist. I would like to level him, and because I do have that Shaper leveled, I'll probably go with the Cavern Hydra unless I see a Shaper, in which case I really want to level the Gem Hide. Have I seen a Shaper? I don't think I've seen a Shaper. I've seen a Bone Scythe. I've seen Zombie Infantry. Oh, I have seen a Shaper. Cool. Well, I'm going to level up my Stone Fist Giant then. Oh, sorry, my Gemhide Basher. Cool. Yep, you level that that Dreadbolt, which will be useful against like Fangwood in this deck and pretty much nothing else. Let's go Stone. It doesn't really matter. He's not playing anything that is positional, so let's just go with like that. Oh, but I am. I'm playing mobility, so I should have probably spread them out a bit for maximum mobility usage. Oh, here we go. Probably going to Life Shaper and then just buff it with a Nargath, just to have a Mega Shaper on the board. Ideally, without having to even block with my Life Shaper. Like, I'm happy to ignore the Fellwalker, quite frankly. And my Nargath Bruiser, if I self-buff, will take out that Zombie Infantry. Yeah. Life Shaper in the corner. Will take out and survive, I should say. Do I care about him surviving? He'll be on 1 health. But I can buff him with a Life Shaper. Yeah, I care. I care very much. Arguably would have been better off blocking the zombie. Oh, that's not great. Oh, that's not bad. If I block the zombie with a Nargath, then any level 1 will take out that zombie infantry as long as it's Utera because of the buffs, but it's okay. Currently my play is Life Shaper in front of the zombie buffing itself. Life Shaper in front of the zombie buffing the Life Shaper with the other Life Shaper. Level 1 Life Shaper in front of zombie, buffing it with level 2 Life Shaper so it survives. And then either Venom Fang, Stone Fist, or Magma Hound. I'm so happy for you to use a level 2 spell to, stop 1 damage. Cool, that's a very nice position to be in. With that in mind, I think I'll stick with the plan there. And I think I'm just going to Stone Fist. I don't really get any usage out of either a Venom Fang or a Magma Hound. That's a pretty nice board state. Not amazing, but nice. Oh man, that Zephyr Mage earlier could have meant I had a roaming life Shaper, which would have been nice, but that's okay. Zephyr Mage, Wind Primordial are definitely my plays here. No matter what. Possibly blocking. Unless of course my Life Shaper is somehow still alive, in which case I might start buffing some guys. But I really don't expect my Life Shaper to still be alive. What do we got? Twidge Egg? Twidge. That's probably what it is. Twidge. It's not even a gang sign, it's just my hand. Like, there's not even any fingers crossed there. It's just like a normal hand, but with 1 finger slightly back. Twidge. Cool. Life Shaper, as predicted, is dead. And that I don't care about. So I'm just going to Wind Primordial, Centivore, Zephyr Mage at the side, and get my mobility on. Bam. I really like Zephyr Mage. It's just, I think it's a fun card. Stone Fist with mobility is probably the play here, and then a Deep Wood I would not mind having, just to have the level 2 Deep Wood at play level 3. I've got Let It Go from Frozen stuck in my head, because that is an amazing song from an amazing film. If I need to block with a Stone Fist and it's going to die... Oh no! Oh no! It's not. That's fine. Ignore that. I'm good. Ooh, that could turn nasty pretty quickly. What I might do is if I Stone Fist but don't give him mobility, I can give mobility to this Deep Wood and he can just jump over and kill the Dark Shaper. And survive. Although he's going to be on 2 health, anything will survive the Dark Shaper, so let's just go with the original plan. I should have moved the Wind Primordial the other way just so it could reach into that corner if it's better off for him to do it than the Stone Fist, but that's okay. There's immediately my level 2 Deep Wood. So yeah, very minor misplay there in my Wind Primordial lane placement, considering I was going to play the Deep Wood, but that's okay. I don't think it's going to screw me over in any kind of major way. Oh wow, he needs 2 debuffs just to kill that Zephyr Mage and keep himself alive, which at the moment he's committed to doing. If he doesn't, then it was a misplay. Yeah, that was a bad play, because no matter what, that trade was going to happen, so he would have been better off killing off a Deep Wood or weakening a Stone Fist. Let's just play some big dudes in the corners, I think. There's another Zephyr Mage. If I could get... Oh! I was going to say, if I can get a mobility on that Deep Wood, he becomes really fierce. But now I've seen the strength in numbers, and this is actually a really good time to level the strength in numbers, because it'll be +3/+3, which is not amazing, but it grows pretty quickly. Unless he plays his level 2 Dark Shaper, level 3 Dark Shaper, in which case I might want to just get some damage straight through onto it. Yeah, so this will entirely depend on what he plays. What is... I always forget the stats for level 3 Shaper. It is 12/16, right. That's fine. I actually don't mind him regaining all this health. Yeah, so currently the best play is to strengthen the numbers that Deep Wood, because it levels it, keeps my Deep Wood alive instead of just dying to a crappy Gloom Reaper. And it means that he has to kill that Deep Wood, because if I can get mobility on it, that's a nice hand. Wind Primordial will block and kill a Shaper if he plays it. I mean, unless he procs it, which he probably will, because why would you play a Shaper without wanting to proc it? That's fine. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. Magma Hound would kill that Glowstride for free. Grimgaunt Spectre, that's just sad. I'm just going to mobility you. Get you over here doing some damage. Stone Fist you and Wind Primordial here. So he's been Glowstriding pretty heavily to keep his health up. But I've got the mobility now to just, like, on the off chance he has an Aboris or something and plays it, I've got enough mobility to just start taking out creatures all over the shop. Nargath Bruiser, probably on the Primordial, making him a 16/22 with 3 mobility. Who are you going to kill? Probably Stone Fist would be the play there. Yeah. Ooh, okay, so I'm going to Gem Hide the Dark Shaper so he doesn't get any procs off that. I could just eat that Bone Scythe. Yeah, I think I actually will. For maximum alive creatures at the end of the day, this is the play. And I do want maximum alive creatures. Move you over. So he has to throw all his level 3s at the board just to stop me from... Currently he's thrown... Basically he's playing a lot of good cards without actually getting any use out of them. Whereas I'm playing good cards that stay on the board and also getting to level them, which is nice. Gonna Zephyr Mage on the corner. Probably Fangwood middle row. If I can give him some mobility. I hate it when, I hate when he gets to use a level 1 to take out a level 3. Not him specifically, just, you know. Conversely, I really like it when I get to do that, so... Full circle, I guess. Magma Hound I might get some use out of. Seismic Adept. It would be nice to actually play my Heroic. I think that's the only Heroic in the deck. Yeah, can't think of any others. I'm pretty confident in this one. Ah yeah, there we go. Magma Hound kills that Glow Stride and keeps my Zephyr Mage alive. And I'm just going to chump block the zombie infantry. I just want to start pounding damage through at this stage because that is what the deck does. And hopefully I can throw something at that zombie infantry that doesn't die. Yes! I'm going to have a Deepwood Bear Rider. Kill that creature, and I'll use the Nargath to make sure it survives. Cool, cool. That's fine. I maintain a full board and pound some more damage through. Nargath level 3 is so much better than I remember it being. +8 is incredible. So now he has 3 level 3s that he has to deal with. Oh, and I can start to buff the shit out of him. Huzzah! There's no Feral Instinct in this deck, which is a pity. It would be really nice to have that on the Deepwood. The thing about Glow Strides is they're not good enough. Like, you can basically just ignore them. +5 to that Deepwood means he survives. And for obvious reasons, I'm going to move my Wind Primordial. +5 leaves him alive, doesn't it? Yes. Just. And I think I'm actually going to ignore that zombie for now. So I'd rather have my Life Shapers at full health than stop 9 damage. He does have some growth, but not enough for it to actually be scary, I don't think. Nice double shaper. Triple shaper. Jesus Christ. Okay, so that's 2-0. Can I make the Magic 3? Can I 3-0 without use of Alloyin? This is a good deck. It's not a great deck. There's a lot of average cards in there. And I've gotten very lucky with my draws. There's not really much in the way of win conditions other than the double shaper. Having said that, there is also just some really nice solid cards in there. The Wind Primordials, even the Fangwood I'm getting so much use out of. This is a long deck. I really just want to delay until I can get my combos out of like 2 Life Shapers doing all the things. I change to Uterra to celebrate my lovely, lovely Life Shapers. Yeah, so Cavern Hydra eats that. There's nothing else I particularly want to level there. Having said that, Cavern Hydra is really bad against Necrium because the regen is basically the equivalent of armor. But let's start with board presence. The alternative is just throwing a Fangwood at it. Nargath, very nice. And probably just a Fangwood here. Unless I can get a Swamp Moss and keep it alive. Or I see Armor, in which case Oxidon Spitter. Especially if I see, say, a Scrap Forge. Although if I see a Scrap Forge, I don't want to use the Oxidon on the Scrap Forge. So new message from my little brother, who is lovely. And I think watches these. So hi, William. Hello. Nargath keeps the Cavern Hydra alive. And I think just a Fangwood against that Graveborn, because no matter what I play against it, it's going to die. Although I might as well Nargath against it, because my Nargath is a slightly crapper Fangwood at the moment. Do I want Fangwood or Swamp Moss? Maybe I just want a really strong early board presence. If I had anything to buff or move the Swamp Moss, I would, but because I don't, I'm just going to Fangwood. If I had, you know, Grove Huntresses who could screw up a trade, or even like an Aerial Surge where I could move the Swamp Moss along. I do have the Magma Hound, but yeah, that would rely on him playing basically the only card that does anything there is a Frostwild. There's a lot of cards I want to play right now. Magma Hound takes out the Shaper for free. Stone Fist. I want to level my Shaper, and I want to play both the Magma Hound and the Stone Fist, which is obviously not possible. I think Stone Fist is a better level at the moment because Magma Hound is still relevant at later levels, whereas if you don't level a Stone Fist, he's useless. But that could have gone either way. What's happening? There we go. Oh, second Shaper. I want to play that. And in the interest of not leveling up my... What was that? What are you doing? You're crazy. You don't see a lot of No-Alloyin Draft, mostly because it's so specifically needing a zombie on the board. Cool. I reckon I just slowly deal with that Necro Slime, because at level 1 they are actually not very threatening. And yeah, look, I'm going to have to... Sorry, Seismic, I just want bodies on the board, especially with that strength in numbers. That 1-1 could make all the difference. Cavern Hydra... Oh, Shaper, great. So, Life Shaper ideally unblocked. And then, yeah, Cavern Hydra, because it eats the Necro Slime, gets its 6 health back by the time it goes again, and through use of Life Shaper can actually become a fairly decent threat at level 2. Is he going to play a spell? Another Om-Nom-Nom? Level 2 Om-Nom-Nom maybe? Oh, I have an OkCupid message. Because I have re-entered the dating world. Enrage, I don't care about, because Cavern Hydra still eats it. Cool. And I think I'm just going to ignore that Rune-Scarred Zombie, because by blocking it, I would potentially just let it keep coming back. Oh, right, and he's going to eat it anyway. And the Cavern Hydra does eat the Necro Slime. It doesn't go back up to full health, but that's okay. Got a nice board, I got some nice cards. Probably going to double buff the Cavern Hydra if that's at all viable. Just because it becomes a 13-16 with 3 regenerate, which is extremely hard to take out. Having said that, yeah, I can't imagine a situation where I desperately need to play... Oh, that changes things a fair bit. No matter what, even with a double buff... Oh no, double buff, yeah, because it would kill the Shaper. Yeah. Does not change things. That's, I don't know what that is. Oh, it's like a pickup thing. I get obsessed with pickup. I find it so interesting, so I subscribe to all the things. I'm like... Anyway, long story. I'm going to poison the Graveborn, so that I don't have to care too much. battle. That was dumb. Forgot to double buff, because you need to actually play the second card for the buff to work. So that was a pretty dumb play right there. So I'm just going to level up. I don't want to... Do I care about 11 damage? No, I don't. Just going to replace that. And let the Graveborn slowly die to death. So that was a misplay there. I should have played a second level 1, further buffing the Cavern Hydra, because right now almost anything takes it out. Not almost anything, but there's a substantial number of cards that take it out, whereas with that second buff, it would have been, oh, okay, cool. So you don't care much about the Cavern Hydra, apparently. In that case, I'm going to grow it, which I'm pretty happy to do. Whew, how exciting. I'm going to Volcanic Giant in that empty row. I'm going to grow the shit out of my, my Cavern Hydra. Jesus, that's huge. And I'm just going to... Oh, that's it. You only get 2 plays in a turn. So I should have Volcanic Giant in front of the Weirwood, but that's okay. Also, I'm facing a Weirwood, which is scary. Oh god, Nargath on that Cavern Hydra is going to be sweet. Provided it survives this turn, I think that Cavern Hydra is going to win me the game. Also, he's at 40 health. Less, even. Less than 40 health. Yeah, pickup is the like hitting on people community, I suppose, and I find it fascinating because some of their advice is actually really good just for like interacting with other humans. That's basically what it is. It's a mix of like, here is how to interact with other humans in a good way, which is nice, and stuff which is like, what are you doing? You're just giving me the game. It's weird. Okay, I'll have the game for free. Like, that's literally game over now. Cool. That was weird. Anyway, yeah, so pickup is a combination of very stupid, very obvious advice, and then stuff which is just nonsense. And stuff that is like, okay, if humans are computers, you can put this input out and take it in, put this input in and take these results out, which obviously don't work. So there we go, Justice Solforge, Justice-Solforge, moderator of the Solforge subreddit, which I love, by the way. Good moderation. I spend so much time on there. Too much time. Been some cool card previews lately, which is very exciting. That was a 3-0 with No-Alloyin. I think in 2 of those games my opponents made weird plays, but as you can see I'm below 100 event tickets. Let's do some pack opening. Yeah, in that last game, not blocking the Cavern Hydra was a really weird move. And the 2 different faction shapers, but he didn't say, beat Tiny Grams 3 times. He didn't say, play 3 times against Kit without using Alloyin. He just said, go 3-0 without Alloyin, and I passed up a Battle Tactician to do it. It's too early in the morning. Zix! Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time on Peter Plays Solforge and Stuff. Peter out.